Brandon Quick here with my black belt Brock Garlic. We're in Fort Myers, Florida at training grounds. Shout out to the owner, Josh Pride, just got his black belt. I'm gonna show a little bit of what I really like to do. I like to play a half guard underhook game. When I do that though, I don't want to get choked or leg locked. And I want to be able to sweep, right, or attack. So it's very important that I block any forms of gators, Darcy's, guillotines, chokes, and leg lock entries, especially the honey hole and ashi entrances coming from the top side, knee bars, all that. So I'm going to show you how I protect myself. At the highest levels, and this is going to be a lot of talking, okay, less technique, but at the highest levels, there's not a lot of super fancy underhook, sweep, half guard techniques, and the core fundamentals are pretty much the same. So what really gets tricky is getting the underhook. Eventually, I got to get to the underhook. Brock's not just going to give me an underhook. He knows I'm going to get to the sweep game with it. So it's about tricking him to get there. What I'm going to do is off balancing. So let's talk about this from a defensive posture and from an attacking posture. So I would like to have my foot down. Let's turn this way down. I would like to have my foot down on this side over here, not in the air. So I'm going to be bridging off the ground. This knee is in my opponent's far side hip. So if Brock leans towards me, I can literally put my foot on the ground and tilt him over. You see that? And lay back, Brock, sit back. If I don't have that committal, I'm not gonna sweep him. But if he's on top of my knee, like sometimes guys make it here and they close that space. No good, I would like to elbow and get my knee back, right? Sometimes you can't do that, or I wanna set up some triangular space right here. So I dig my toes in, I can even stomp on my own leg, but I'm gonna turn my knees. And I get Brock just to do that. Sometimes it's even smaller, but it's enough for me, it's enough for me to get this. Now, instead of when I come up, just getting an underhook, right, comes back to half arm form like this. Now he can grab my head, he can choke, he can do all that kind of stuff. He can slide his knee through from the front. Yeah, all that stuff is gonna happen. I don't want any of that to happen. Another thing that happens is he can go to leg lock. So if I came here and I did all that setup and I switched my legs, Brock can easily backstep and he can lose his leg to go attack leg locks, right? He's got all kinds of heel hooks and stuff like that. So I want to not get choked and I want to block the leg lock. So again, I tilt, whether it's underneath his body and tilting his weight, okay? Whether it's some form of a trick or blocking his arm and getting him to tilt over like that, I'm going to get that space. But when I come up, I'm going to come up with double underhooks. This way he can't re-pummel. Something else that Brock would like to do would be push on my face and pummel his arm, and now I'm going to be stuck in getting underhooked, right? So when I come up into a double underhook fashion, he doesn't have the re-pummel or the choke, and I can lift his arms as I shut and turn to the side. Now if he whizzers, that's okay. I'm going to hold his underhook and hold this underhook here. Turn for me, Brock. So now I stop his backstep. Once I'm here, now I can switch my feet, I can bridge and turn, I can come up and all that good stuff. All right, but it's very important. I tilt him and I come up with double underhooks to block everything. Even if I get him to tilt, shut, I'm underneath. Slower. Trying to get here. I'm super tall, so me and Brock are kind of fighting for where our head's gonna be. If you're a shorter guy, aim for your head to be underneath this chin. Be the peanut in the M&M, you know? So like if you're a shorter guy, you know, now I'm off to the side, slide my underhooks, get underneath his leg. I can reverse, come up. One of my favorites, back attacks, right? You're good. Right, so you have all kinds of versions you can do that.